Welcome everybody to this special feature of Agentes 305 covering the Kentucky Derby 2020. Jose Francisco Rivera, our special guest, 3 times Eclipse Award and Hall of Fame Ramon Alfredo Dominguez, production of Carlos Morales, special interview with horse trainer Barclay Tagg, presenting TIZ THE LAW, the great favorite for this edition of the Kentucky Derby 2020. This show is brought to you by Adjusting Experts, your best solution for any claim on property and loss in the state of Florida. It is prohibited to use this content without the proper permission of the production team.
Hi everybody, thank you very much for being with us in Agentes 305. This is a very special week covering the preview of the Kentucky Derby, the usually first race in the Triple Crown. With the production of Carlos Morales, Hall of Famer Ramon Alfredo Dominguez, and Jose Francisco Rivera say, hello everyone. Ramon, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Francisco, and you?
Nice, very good. Well, now, a sad story for the Venezuelan and Latin fans. King Guillermo has been scratched of the Kentucky Derby after the figure on Wednesday. And for Victor Martinez and the Venezuelan connections, so it's a very, very sad story about this horse.
Yes, it is. I mean, unfortunately, it's something that no one was expecting. The horse seems to be training well, and things that happen. It's just you don't want it, you don't expect it to happen just 3 days before the Kentucky Derby.
Ramon, TIZ THE LAW is in the route to the Triple Crown and is a prime attraction of the Kentucky Derby. You are talking to Barclay Tagg, the trainer of TIZ THE LAW, and let's listen to part of this interesting conversation.
TIZ THE LAW's only defeat happened at Churchill Downs. Is that racetrack of any concern at all to you?
Well, it would probably be a bit of a concern if it keeps raining or rains a lot and it's sloppy again. I don't know. I really couldn't tell from the race whether it was the racetrack or all the other circumstances. It was just a bad time for him, you know. And he's never shown any kind of hesitation about anything ever since. So, you know, I was a little afraid it would make him a sour kind of horse or something like that after going through that, but nothing has fazed him since. He's kind of an amazing horse. I'm not just saying that because I have him. He's just, it's hard to describe, but we keep a pretty tight rein on him all day, every day, but we do everything we need to do for him also. And he just seems to come forward every time, you know. I mean, he never misses a beat. Not saying he won't, but it's just been, he's an amazing horse. And I'm not saying that because he's ours. He's just, I've never seen anything like him, really. And I don't mean just his ability. It's just the way he handles himself and the way he does something and the way he finishes his races. He just, every time I thought he was beaten coming around the quarter pole, and the next thing you know, he just draws away from him. It's amazing.
There has been horses like King Guillermo who traveled to Kentucky over a month ago and Honor AP and TIZ THE LAW are getting to Kentucky the week of the race. In your opinion, what are the pros and cons of getting there late versus early or vice versa?
You know, I don't really know what an intelligent answer would be, but myself, I would like to drop them in the infield from a helicopter an hour before or half an hour before post time. But I just always like to get them there as late as I possibly can, and you're not allowed to do that anymore. Now you got to get down 3 and 4 and 5 days ahead of time. So it's and then you know how sensitive they are to noise. And we get down there and you have a bunch of reporters running up and they're clicking their cameras and talking to you and yakking away, and it's just disruptive. I mean, thoroughbred racehorses have that one sensitivity that they really can't stand noise. I mean, some of them get used to it and all that kind of stuff, but still, it's their only fallacy, I think, in training is when you have to put up with a lot of noise. But there's no way around it with a race like this, really. It's going to be a lot of commotion. I don't know why they're so sensitive that way, but their ears are very sensitive.
Do you foresee TIZ THE LAW's position of the race similar to the Travers?
Yeah, probably. I would like to have him racing right about there, I guess. You know, I don't know that Kentucky Derby is crazy, you know. It's a real mob. So I don't know how to give you an intelligent answer for that.
That's fair. Barclay, this has been awesome. This will be so great for people to hear, and I'm gonna try to translate it in Spanish as well, just for people to hear your thoughts.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Listen to Barclay Tagg is a key handicap in the race, Ramon. After the victory in Bowman Stakes and the Travers Stakes, is for you the huge candidate to be in the winner's circle?
He has been the big candidate even after the Belmont Stakes, so he consolidated his chances. And of course, after the Travers, it is hard not to pick him on top. He's a horse that really stands out. Yes, there are a couple of the horses in the race that absolutely have a good chance, but TIZ THE LAW is certainly the horse that should be the heavy favorite in the race.
Beyond TIZ THE LAW is Honor AP, the winner of the Santa Anita Derby. Do you think he's a good option to beat TIZ THE LAW?
And Azul Coast. Authentic makes his move, and so does Honor AP on the outside. Honor AP coming with a big, powerful, sweeping move on the outside of Authentic. And Odor there in the final furlong. And Honor AP runs right by Authentic. And Odor at the rail and Rushy. A 16th to go. Honor AP a length and a half. Authentic, Rushy running on late. It will be Honor AP. A very impressive winner of the Run Happy Santa Anita Derby. Authentic was second. Rushy third. And Odor finished fourth.
Very much so. I don't know if to say to be TIZ THE LAW. I mean, at this point, of course, we are speaking about TIZ THE LAW and the competition. You know, it's not like horses are equal at this point just because we can certainly see all the attributes given their past performances that TIZ THE LAW has. Honor AP is a horse that has been moving forward correctly and very, very quickly. He ran his farthest distance so far was 1.8 miles, and he did it very, very well. Judging by what we see when he runs, it seems like the farther he runs, the better. He has the trainer to go with it, the trainer of Señara, who is an amazing horseman. And I believe that Honor AP is a horse that if he has the ability to relax early, and when I say relax, it's because he has been tactical enough where he has been put into the race pretty close to the lead. But I believe that the horse actually will be better if he's a little more relaxed. I think that is a horse that if the pace happens to develop quicker than what most people expect at this point, he can certainly come running and be a huge threat at the end.
Come on, Bob Buffers has won 5 times the Kentucky Derby. Is he the authentic candidate to do it again this year?
Yes, pretty ironic to put it that way. The authentic candidate, and regardless if this horse was 20-1, you cannot count out Bob Buffer. Just as a horseman, his experience in his victories in the Kentucky Derby, you must include him. But then you have a horse that has done it all right. He has his the right credentials to run a good race and to even win the race if things happen to be set up the way it will favor him. He breaks from the outside, just like TIZ THE LAW, like Honor AP. And it's something that there has been a lot of talk about these post positions. In my opinion, talking about the dynamic of the race and what we can see in paper, I think those are actually good post positions because they can dictate where they want to be versus having to be at the mercy of what the pace is doing outside of them. Obviously, they don't have pace outside of them. They are the horses on the outside. But Authentic, I think that certainly has all the right to put himself where he wants and where Johnny Velasquez wants him. And I certainly think that he's a horse that needs to be taken in consideration.
Ramon, I want to pick a long shot in this race. Do I have to consider Storm the Court, the winner of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile last year?
He will certainly be a long shot. When we look at the paper, he's a horse that perhaps his numbers don't really match the numbers of the horses that we just mentioned, Honor AP and Authentic and TIZ THE LAW. Watching his replays, the two victories that he has when he broke the maiden and when he won the Breeders' Cup, he caught my eye because being forwardly placed before he got to the last quarter of a mile, he actually got past both races. And in the Breeders' Cup, it seems to me as if he was beat. And he showed the heart that he had to come back and win the race. So I don't really know as to how he's training, how he's moving into this race, how he's progressing, which is always a question coming into this race. These horses are typically lightly raced and they can improve drastically from one race to the other. This is a horse that certainly, as a long shot, is worth including in any exotic betting.
Ramon, thank you very much for your time and attention. It is our pleasure to have a Hall of Famer here in Agentes 305.
Equally a pleasure for me to be part of this and participate in anything that you guys do with Agentes 305.
With the production of Carlos Morales, Ramon Alfredo Dominguez, and Jose Francisco Rivera say bye-bye. Thank you very much.